The Golden State Warriors won a championship last season with the highest payroll in NBA history, and things are only going to get pricier from here. While the Dubs are out of budget this offseason, 4 out of their 5 best players are eligible for extensions. It could send Golden State even further into uncharted luxury tax territory for the next few years. The 4-time NBA champion and All-Star, Draymond Green, is eligible to receive a max contract starting on August 3rd, but there's been no discussion from the Golden State Warriors up to this point. The Dubs are in a financial quandary, and at some point, they will have to pay Draymond Green. Moreover, Jordan Poole is going to be a restricted free agent next summer, along with Andrew Wiggins entering the final year of his deal. The contract for Klay Thompson will be looming shortly. The 2 highly respected reporters of The Athletic, Anthony Slater and Marcus Thompson, stated that Bob Myers is not willing to give Draymond Green that contract extension. Today's video will be about Draymond Green and why it may be tough for the Warriors to retain him. Before we go any further, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting NBA content. Let's keep rolling! The hype for the 4th title for Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson has faded, and the miserable financial realities are starting to emerge. Lacob will have to rush into his savings to keep his 3 star players together. He is the 24th richest NBA governor with a net worth of $1.2 billion, which is a fraction of that of Steve Ballmer, Dan Gilbert, and Robert Parra. Golden State's total bill for the next season, including luxury tax, is expected to rise next season, and after being taxed by Uncle Sam and Uncle Adam Silver, Lacob's pockets are empty. Green is expected to earn $25.8 million next season. He will be paid a hefty $27.5 million for 2023-24, but that's a player's choice, and he could turn it down and become a free agent next summer. The maximum extension Green can sign starting next week involves him opting out of the final year of his current contract and signing a 4-year, $138.4 million extension. And the next 5 years on top of his base salary for this upcoming season would exceed $164 million. Draymond is one of the best defenders the NBA has ever seen. He's been critical to the Golden State Warriors, who played 6 out of the last 8 NBA Finals and won 4 times. He's a great trash talker of the team and riles up everybody when he goes to an opposing arena. No one can replace what he brings to the floor and Golden State's dressing room. He is one of the top 3 single-digit scorers in NBA history, but he is the best when it comes to contributing defensively for the team. Jokes aside, he has impressive foresight, ball movement, switchable defense, and a jarring display for a team that relies on him to create space for Curry to operate. His contributions don't always show up in the stats. He averaged 7.3 points per game, 7.4 rebounds per game, and 7 assists per game in the last 4 years. Every pro has a con, however. Draymond is 32 years old, a declining offensive player, and has been an offensive liability in the NBA Finals for the Golden State Warriors. Steve Kerr had to bench Draymond Green in one of the final games because he was not performing well offensively. Age is a major factor for the Dubs for not signing Draymond Green to a max deal because if he gets injured in the next few years, that would be a worst-case scenario for Golden State. The players looking to get paid by Golden State include Andrew Wiggins, who was a great two-way threat for this team throughout the season and proved his worth in the NBA Finals. Andrew is the second best player for the Warriors after Stephen Curry and played great lockdown defense on Jason Tatum and made him run in circles. According to The Athletic, Wiggins will most likely receive an extension. He has 1 year left with $33.5 million and a 20% pay raise, which makes the maximum deal around $40 million annually. If the Dubs fail to make this deal, other teams could try to take Wiggins by paying more money. Jordan Poole also had a marvelous offensive campaign for the Dubs and got essential three-pointers for Golden State when Stephen Curry was out on the bench, whether it was during the playoffs or throughout the regular season. Golden State is expected to discuss a new deal with Poole before he becomes a restricted free agent next offseason. The Golden State Warriors do have flexibility as to when they want to pay Poole. They may wait till next season and might save money currently, but if he performs impressively next season, they might have to offer him a max contract. Poole has already proven his worth as an exceptional offensive player in the playoffs with 17 points per game. Splash brother Klay Thompson has been a vital part of the roster that led the Golden State franchise in an unbelievable run for the last decade. Klay also lies in this financial equation, but he is not in a rush to get his deal done. On the contrary, the Dubs should start thinking about his contract if they want him on the roster. The standard operating procedures of the Golden State Warriors suggest paying players with 1 year left on their deal. Stephen Curry also waited until he was a year away from free agency before re-signing last offseason, but Curry reportedly preferred the Golden State Warriors pay their veterans. According to Anthony Slater and Marcus Thompson, Curry views himself, Thompson, and Green as a package deal and wants the three of them to remain together as long as they are with the Warriors. If the Warriors extend Green's contract for 3 years, it would align with Stephen Curry's contract. Green has made clear that he will pursue other options to get the desired contract if the Warriors are unwilling to extend him. The possibility of Draymond Green's stay on the team is uncertain, and he can become an unrestricted free agent as soon as next offseason. He might play out this season, expecting to possibly leave, or maybe he'll try to force a trade. There is no reason to believe that he would do this at this stage after winning the championship, but if his priority is getting paid and the Warriors won't meet his demands, almost anything could reasonably be on the table, and he may get traded to another team offering a better contract. The Warriors have frequently mentioned their interest in extending their championship window beyond this current core's prime. This is because all of their senior players, such as Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, and Klay Thompson, are in their 30s. If that is indeed their goal, they can try to extend the young players, such as Wiggins, who is 27 years old, and Poole, who is 23 years old. Maybe Green will stay under contract for another year, and the Golden State Warriors will keep him while developing Jonathan Kuminga and James Wiseman as front-court replacements if he decides to leave. Golden State has no options left other than doing this or facing the historic salary and luxury tax payments over the next several years to come. If the Warriors would have retained Otto Porter Jr. and Gary Payton II this offseason, they would have spent around $500 million on their players in the combined salary and taxes next season. If they keep Green, Wiggins, and Poole, they would most certainly secure them on the roster, ultimately crossing that line to $564 million. Joe Lacob has shown a greater appetite for spending on his players than any other NBA owner, but that would be a different level entirely. Every team requires someone like Draymond Green on their roster, whose presence is enough to improve the team's defense. If he decides to suddenly leave, he would most certainly join an opposing team, which definitely would feel strange for the Warriors. He may also return to his Michigan roots to be the team leader for a young and talented Pistons team. In case he reaches free agency, the first call he'll receive will probably be from Damian Lillard, who nearly begged Trailblazers ownership to acquire Draymond. And what do you guys think? Will Draymond Green leave Golden State for a better contract? Do you think he will pursue free agency to prove his worth? I would love to hear your opinion, so please let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing NBA content.